so good on my face right now. Okay. Hi. All right. I'm going to let everybody know we're live. Happy Wednesday, everybody. All right. Let me get to the unit page. Miss Melissa's here. Consistent, showing up, working girl. Love it. All right. Oh, it's already showing my thing. Okay. Let's see. We are live. Let me copy this again. I'll wait a few seconds, see if anybody pops on, then we'll do some recognition. I'm so excited about you guys' questions. Yes, thank you. It's so hot. I probably look like I'm sweating, but I'm not. I'm just gotta glow. Gotta glow. And I'll finish writing out my announcements because I keep thinking about them and forgetting. All right, so I believe I said 424 was seminar registration. I'm just trying to remember what I did in the debit card. Okay. I see. Let's stick my teeth. All right, let me double check something, and then I'm just going to go because it's 6:17. I want to make sure I get to y'all's questions. Hold on, I was looking for a date. Give me 1 second. Yes, 24th. Oh, that's priority. And then, no. Yes. And then, okay. 24th is priority, and then the 30th is, all right. Hi, watcher, viewer. You can comment below if you're watching, like, as in on the link. Like, I'm here, I'm live. You can also Vox me. I'm going to pull my Voxer up. So if you guys have questions, I will keep checking. All right, let me write this one down. 4:30. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Wisdom Wednesday. I always forget how I say that. I am going to start off with some just quick announcements, and we're going to do some recognition, and then we're going to jump into your questions. It's so hot here. Is it hot where you are? Oh, no, you went away. Viewer? I guess not. I'm so sorry to offend. I'm just kidding. Okay, so just some quick announcements for this month specifically. Reminder, our goal for the month is 5,000 in wholesale production and then 5 new unit members. We have 2 new unit members already before the 15th. That is huge. So we're like sort of halfway to our goal. And what I'm really excited about is for us to hit the goal and then for me to extend it because we're gonna have so much more time left in the month. So yes, those are our goals. Also, don't forget, I didn't repost this, but here are your, this is backwards for those of you watching. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get to it. Don't forget about our unit promotions this month. So if you place a 300 wholesale order by the 15th, you are going to get the sample foil packet of the brand new 3D Miracle set. Okay, does that make sense? Let me see again. Uh-oh. I did not put them in an album that I normally do. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And then if you place a 600 wholesale order this month, you will get the on-the-go set. So you will get the mini travel set of the new 3D Miracle set. And then if you have a grand day, okay, here, I'm going to share this. Whoops. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. Entire screen. Share. Okay, so if you place a 300 wholesale order by the 15th this month, you're going to get the foil sample packet. If you place a $600 wholesale order this month, you're going to get your bracelet from the company, your action bracelet, and an on-the-go set. So you're going to get a mini version of the brand new TimeWise Miracle 3D set. And then if you place $1,000 or more in wholesale orders this month, and that can be cumulative, by the way, so it can be like, you know, several orders adding up to that, you'll get 2 on-the-go sets. So those are our promotions. And the 300, the foil packet one is coming up soon. So make sure you get that order in. Okay, another thing to remember is the 15th is the last day for the Lash Intensity buy one, get one 50% off sale. When you go into InTouch, you're going to want to go under, I believe, new and limited edition. Did you order them? Okay, then I'll post it and you may can call and figure that out. I'll post what you should be looking at when you order these mascaras, because one you should be ordering at $9 wholesale and then the other $450. Right, that's half of $9, $450, okay? April 17th is the last day for your summer PCP? Or spring PCP. Hold on, I'm sorry. You did it already? Woohoo! Melissa's already done it. She's ahead of the game. Let me double check. I can't remember if it's spring or summer. Summer, the summer 2018 preferred program, mailing of the look. Okay, so what is the PC program for our new consultants who are tuning in tonight? Our PCP program is called the Preferred Customer Program, where you can enroll current customers or friends and family into the program where they receive a catalog. We also call it the look, and it includes an exclusive sample of the new TimeWise Age Minimizing 3D Eye Cream while supplies last. So if you do your thing and it doesn't show that, or it says the one that's not without it, that just means it's already been ordered, but it's not a big deal because you can still message them. If you're like, well, I'm brand new, who do I add to that list? Your friends, your family, coworkers, but message them first. Don't just add them and send them to the list. Just say, hey, I've started my business with Mary Kay. I was wondering if you'd love to be one of my preferred clients and receive a free catalog every quarter from me to you with a free sample. If you don't want to add that part, that's fine. So that's one way. You'll also get an email when it mails out so that you'll know when to check your customers. Also, send yourself one, because then you'll know if your customers didn't get it or if something messed up in the mail. It doesn't normally happen, but sometimes it does. Okay, the 24th of April, seminar registration opens for all qualified Salesforce members, and those are people that attended Career Conference and did not cancel. You will also get a discounted registration rate of $195. It's normally $225, and for spouses, it's $195 as well, which is exciting. I have not received, I guess I'll receive it tomorrow, our registration goal to get the necklace. So corporate or Mary Kay will send us a registration goal. Spouses count for that. And the guys will get cologne if we meet our goal, and the girls get necklaces. So it's not like they randomly pick units. It's like if you hit the goal, you get the necklace, and it's so awesome, so pretty. So it opens the 24th for qualified, and then on the 30th, registration opens for all Salesforce members. The seminar we attend is the Ruby seminar, and it will be July 19th through the 23rd. I'm sorry, 20th through the 23rd. I keep thinking the 19th because directors have their director day on the 19th. This month, 4/25, April 25th, that is a Wednesday. For our meeting that night, we are going to be doing a preview party of the new Miracle set. For those of you who are not local, I'm going to be requesting that you, if you want to attend that preview party or have access to it, that you message me privately and just say, I want to attend the preview party or whatever, so I can send you a sample. And not like a foil pack of sample, but like container samples, okay? So that you can have the preview party with us as well. So I'm not gonna be sending you samples. That's just if you get your have your bracelet. So I'll be talking to you guys separately, but just so you know, yeah. Okay, those are all of our announcements. So now we're gonna do some recognition. Oh, Elizabeth, what am I looking at? Okay, all right. Recognition, here we go. Thanks for turning it in, you guys that are not local. All right, how many bookings did you have this week? We have Heather with 1 new booking, Jennifer with 3 new bookings. Any bookings? Yeah. I don't want to assume. No worries. All right, faces. Wait, what was the next question? Oh, how many faces did you see? Heather, 1. Jennifer Vargas saw 8 faces this week. Woohoo! Anything positive, exciting you want to share? And Tiffany Hawthorne says, I have an amazing new team member that I can't wait to help grow in her business, which is exciting. Her name is Kara. She is currently in Arkansas, I believe. But she's moving to Colorado Springs in 3 weeks. That's so exciting. So she's so excited to meet new people. She's an Army wife, so very exciting, a new Army wife. They just got married in December. And then Kara says she's so excited. She's waiting on her starter kit, and the 17th is her live launch party. Yes, we are so excited about that. I want to make sure. All right, for sales, Tiffany, 120. Heather, 156. Jennifer, 92. So our queen of sales, not locally, is, well, technically no one, but I'll just give you credit for turning in your recognition. 156 for Heather. Do you have some? How much did you sell?
Retail?
Yeah, retail.
I think I'm at like 150.
Woohoo! Oh, you guys were all super close. It's exciting. All right. And then Tiffany did 2 share calls this week, which is very exciting. We need to up our number in that. So that was really great. And she added 1 team member. Team member Heather also added a team member. So you guys are tied for Queen of Sales team building this week, which is super, super exciting. And that's it. Awesome. Okay. What was I gonna do? Okay, so now, sorry if I was kind of looking off. I was reading the form. Let me pull up these questions. Okay, so these questions are gonna remain anonymous unless you don't care. But I'm just going to ask the question and kind of give the answer. And then if you need clarification on something, text me or box me. I'll try and give you clarification on it. But if I can't, I'll box you or I'll make like a live video kind of clarifying anything. So let me just double check. I wrote this down. So question number 1. Is there a facial script for the men's line? That's a great question. Not that I have seen. And I've looked on several people's websites. What I have always been advised to do for guys is just let them sample the TimeWise line. However, if they're like, no, I don't want to do that, I want to try the more manly line, my suggestion would be to go Mary Kay InTouch, go to Product Central or Product Central, and look up each individual product in the men's line, and then just write down three facts about each one. Each product, and then just kind of do it in order of application, which is pretty easy to decipher what that is. So good question. All right, next. Okay, the next question is closing for the sale. What do you do? Awesome. Okay, so one thing I'm going to reference here. Closing for the sale, what do you do? Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to sort of reference your handbook. If you don't have this yet, don't panic. You either are a brand new consultant or you were not a part of March Madness. But I'm going to be referencing page 31. oh, sorry, 37. Looks like a 1. 37 and 38, in addition to just like my own individual clothes, what I do. All right. So 37 in your handbook. In your handbook, the front of it looks like this. Okay. So in your handbook, 37, sales and customer base. Okay. Now let's learn to be a saleswoman. I'm literally just reading this. Know the products, know what's in your kit, play with it, use it, having inventory, blah, blah, blah. Use humor at your beauty experience. The biggest thing is, okay, did you know the #1 thing people are looking for in a relationship with their partner is the ability to make them laugh? Think of it like you're dating your customer. So they're getting to know you and they're getting to know them, so make them laugh. I feel like I have a huge gift in this. I've had several people compliment me on this, that I can make anybody my best friend. I do not like surface chat. Hi, how are you? How's the weather? How do you like the grass today? Like, I'm very deep. So I have several questions I ask, like, well, so like if I'm doing a bridal lead, you know, I just get to know them. When are you getting married? Oh, that's so exciting. Or how do you know? And I always find something in common with somebody. And I'm really good at making people laugh. I'm quick-witted. Sometimes I'm not, which makes me funnier. Because I'm like, wait, what? Or I mess up a word in my facial. It's okay to do that, by the way. I'll come out with an accent sometimes. Like it just depends. You want to avoid wall build. Don't be defensive. Like if somebody asks you a question, don't talk to them like they're stupid and like they should know. It's your job to teach them. But if you don't know, don't get embarrassed. Just say, you know what, I'm not sure, but I'll find out that information for you. Don't get defensive. Avoid wall building words like, what would you like to buy or purchase today? Like, don't use those words when you're chatting with somebody one-on-one. You want to use the words like, what would you like to go home with today? Or what can you see? What can you see in your bathroom? Or can you see this in your bathroom? You know, what can you not live without? Something like that. Use a close-up sheet. And romance the roll-up bag. So if you're not using a closing sheet, which is you know, the deal sheets we go over at our facials, people aren't going to have a visual. They're not going to remember anything you say. So having a visual to kind of go over that. You want to make sure when you're at a facial, you have a separate closeout station. Do not go around the table. People don't like to talk about money or their skin or any problems they have in front of their friends. They might, but you need a checkout station. You need to command your presence. And I don't mean command like that, but I just mean like, okay, great. When you walk in the door, before everybody gets there, you set up your stations. You have your facial station in here, your checkout station in a whole nother room. So when you get there, okay, great. Where would be a good place for me to have my checkout station? Ask them. Or is there a separate room where I can have my checkout station? You go and set up in there. You tell them. If you don't tell people what to expect, they're not going to know. They don't know what's going on unless you tell them. So not only are you telling them about the individual consultation in your booking, so it all starts with the booking. First, your relationship starts in the booking and letting them know, okay, we're going to do a facial. It's instructional. At the end, I'll share some deals and discounts with you, but you're not obligated to purchase. And we'll do an individual consultation where you can ask me any questions about the product or anything you want to take home. You know, things like that. So not just dropping the bomb on them at the end, like, okay, we're going to meet privately and it's going to be you know, you're setting them up. You're repeatedly telling them over and over and over. Then you come into the facial, you set up your station. You go through the facial. Again, we're just going to let you know what we're going to do today. We're going to blah, blah, blah. At the end, okay, great. So now we're going to start our individual consultations. Does anyone need to leave? Does anybody need to leave right now or pretty soon? Oh, I do. Okay, you come back with me first. We'll get you checked out on your way. All the goodie bags stay in the back. You don't give a goodie bag unless they come sit with you. It's not being mean, being respectful because you've been there forever, you know? So you sit down at the checkout station. What does that look like? You have your inventory with you if you have inventory. You have one beauty book if you need a price reference. One. Do not bring all of your catalogs and do not set them out at the table. That is a distraction and you will lose money. Sales slips, your pen, date book with availability for anybody who wants to book a second appointment. At the checkout station, call back whoever needs first. You walk over and ask her to follow you. Make sure you bring your profile card and your deal sheet with you. If they don't grab it, you grab it for them because you're going to write something down, okay? Thank you for coming and compliment something about her. Oh my gosh, your foundation looks amazing, Susie. Use her name. Don't act like you still don't know her name 2 hours later. Okay, it's on a profile card. Just glance. I'm really good at just glancing really quick and looking at age and looking at that and all that stuff. Memorize the 7-point close. I'm still right here on this page. And I mean, it's not hard. It's, how is your face feeling? You can have this sitting in front of you. They're not going to see it. How's your face feeling? I always do this. And they always do this back. They mimic you, okay? Do you have any questions for me that I wasn't able to answer during the facial? Well, yeah, I would love something for my dark spots. Do you have anything for that? Why, yes, I do. Our microdermabrasion is really good, but we also have a tone correcting serum. Let me tell you a little bit about that. You don't want to spend like 50 minutes with everybody. 3 minutes tops. It shouldn't take that long, okay? Of all the products you tried today, which 4 were your favorite? Maybe not give them a limit. Which ones were your favorite ones? And you're writing this on their wish list on the profile card. Great. What's next? And oh, what's that scrubby thing? She says, because she won't remember microdermabrasion. She's not. They don't remember everything. What's the scrubby thing? Ooh, I love that lip thing too. Okay, satin lips, great, good. This is for their wish list, not necessarily anything they're buying. So you're going to know later on as well. Next thing you want to say, of all of these products, which ones are you going to go home with? Fill in the sales slip as she talks. How do you want to cover that? Check, card, or cash. You take payment. You accept payment however you want. Now, if she says, oh, I don't want to take anything home today, that's fine. It's okay. When they say no, you kind of stop. Now, here's kind of how I judge it based off of her energy with me. It's important for people to trust you. When people don't feel like you're pushing them, they're more open. And I feel like I have a gift with that. Like, I don't push people to do anything. So I'll just say, and this is why you have this separate, because you don't want to be like, is it the money? In front of a group of people. That's so not okay. So if she's like, oh, I don't want to go home with anything, and I'll just say, is it a, what do I say? Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. I'll just say, is it a money issue, or is it, no, I'll say, is it a cost issue, or is it you already have something that you're in love with? Well, it's just the cost. So then I go into the payment plan. Well, would you be interested in hearing how a payment plan works? All my payment plans are the same, half of the entire total, that includes tax. And then depending on how much they want, the other half in 2 weeks, or splitting that up into payments, just however you're most comfortable. But I always expect half down. And I say, this covers the cost of the product. They get to take it home that day. And I write down their card number to take down the remaining charges. If they don't give it to me, I don't take a post-dated check. I don't do that. I don't meet up for cash for them. They have to give me their card number. And then if they don't want to do that, I'll just say, okay, well, I can meet up with you in a few weeks if you'd like to purchase then. So it just kind of depends on the conversation. And then if they're like, no, I just really like what I have, but this was fine, just say, well, thank you so much for coming today. Would you like me to contact you in a month or so when your product runs out? If they say no, leave it there. If they say, yeah, that'd be great, we'll make a note on the profile card. So you just got to gauge it. So then if they're ready to purchase, great. How would you like to cover that? Check, card, or cash? To accept check, I do, because I deposit it next day. If there's an issue, it has their address on it. So, you can, in 3 years, I've had one issue with payment, and that was a card that just kept getting declined, and it was something I worked with the girl on. It wasn't even a big deal. So you take their payment, and then you go into booking their second beauty experience, which is the follow-up with color or whatever. And then you show them the marketing flyer. So what did you think of this? And that's the starter kit. What did you think of that? Like, you don't even look and see if they put A, B, or C. What did you think of this? And so you can go into that. I know you were mainly talking about sales. Additional questions to have in your back pocket. This is your Bible. If you haven't read this yet, get on it. It's awesome. Did you have fun? Did you learn anything new? How does your skin feel? What was your favorite item? Have you decided what you want to go home with? Mind-blowing. Okay, learning to upsell. So this is really cool too. I know I'm like sweating like crazy. This is not a bad thing. It's like when you go to a burger place and you order a burger, they ask, what? Do you want fries with that? Do you want, you don't think twice. At the movies, popcorn, Starbucks, everybody upsells you to either the next size or an extra topping. Here's some ways to upsell. This is really good. Foundation. Did you want to go home with a primer or a blending sponge? Or did you want to add a blending sponge or a primer to that, or a brush? I have been upselling like crazy lately. It's great. You did? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Do you have a good blending sponge to apply that for an airbrushed look? Sorry, that didn't sound right. Okay, when they buy a cleanser and no moisturizer, oh, did you have a good moisturizer to go with the cleanser? Does it give you SPF? What's really important is when somebody just wants a moisturizer or a cleanser, it's important that you educate them in a way that doesn't make them feel stupid. Because we say in the facial, like your cleansers and moisturizers need to go together because they balance out the pH of their skin. You don't want to use like Neutrogena and Mary Kay together, but some people will do it anyways. And so kind of chatting them and educating them to make sure that they have a really good skincare base. Mask, if they buy the mask. Did you have a good skincare routine at home with you already? The reason we ask that is because a lot of people want to just buy the microdermabrasion or just buy the mask. But if they don't have a good cleanser and moisturizer, it's really not going to do anything for them. And so I usually ask that question because I want to make sure they have a good basic set. I just did this with a bride last week. She just wanted the charcoal mask and the microdermabrasion to help with her scars. And so I said, okay, well, what are you using right now to cleanse your skin? Well, I'm just using soap and water. And I said, so what is your goal with your skincare? And she said, well, I just want an overall good, healthy routine. I said, okay, these are great supplements to have in addition to your cleanser and moisturizer. I said, so my suggestion would be, or can I give you a suggestion, or can I give you my personal experience, or whatever. And then you go into that. And so she ended up getting the cleanser and moisturizer, and then I gave her the other stuff at a discount because she wanted it. You don't have to do that, but I'll do it just to get them on it, to make them happy. Offer any item they wanted at a discount in addition to, or if they just really don't want to buy it, you know, like you just kind of have to go with it. So that's kind of how you upsell and how you talk. You get them individual, you talk to them privately, and you just go with it. If they continuously say no, or if they just sit down and they're like, I don't want anything, but it was fine. Like I just kind of let them walk away. It's fine. So that's kind of that. Okay. All right, next question. Best script for getting random leads. Excuse me. So I have several, sorry, let me X out of this. I have several responses to this. So when I was talking to this consultant to just clarify, you know, what's a random lead to you? What do you see that as? This was just kind of like, I'm out and about and I see somebody as a potential customer and I want to approach them. I was going to say flexible. No, it's okay. I usually do that to Steven to like make him stop. So I say, bless you before he sneezes. He stops and he gets mad. So I didn't want to do that. I was like, oh, let it loose. Okay, so this is how to get random leads. And so this is just you're out and about and you see somebody that is a potential customer and you just want to talk to them. So there's several different ways to do this. If I'm in a drive-through, I will pretty much offer every woman in the drive-through a facial. I'm really good at it because you have to be quick, you have to be fast, and you got to get it done because they've got other people to serve. And so like if they're super sweet to me, I'll be like, oh my gosh, you were so sweet. Can I please offer you a free facial? Can I please offer you a free facial? Did you hear that? Can I please offer you a free facial? Some of them are like, no. I'm like, you don't want a free facial? Oh my gosh. Well, you have a good day anyways. Like, I just let it go. They don't want it. They don't want it. There's nothing wrong with them. Okay. I mean, maybe a little, but it's okay. And then if they say, oh my gosh, yes, I immediately pick up my phone and say, okay, real quick. What's your phone number? And I'll text you the details, or I'll call you with the details tonight. And I'll just say, this is Hope for the free facial, you know, whatever. And then I go and book them. If you're out and about and you just see somebody in the store and you want to go talk to them and you're really nervous, you can just go up to them and literally say, tap them on the shoulder if their back is turned towards you and say, I am so sorry, ma'am. Can I bother you for a quick second? Or I don't need to bother you, but I just had to tell you, I love your hair. That's how Melissa got a facial, except the lady approached her. It was flip-flops. But either way, she complimented her, and then they got into a conversation. So I just love your hair, and I Or I love your eyelashes. I would love for you to be a face model for me for whatever reason. So you could use for my Healthy Selfie Awareness campaign and bringing awareness to cancer research for women. A lot of people will be like, yes, absolutely, send me the info. Get their number right then and there. Put it in your phone. Don't worry about them filling out a lead paper. Just get their number. Just say, what's your name and number, and I'll send you the details. Thanks so much. I can't wait to chat with you. I'll call you tonight. And do it. Do not get the lead and not call them for 3 weeks, because that just tells them you're not a woman of your word. Call them. I will take the lead from you, and I will call them. That is what I will do. We'll take your business, because that's what people are doing. Not like that, like intentionally, but people are going to take your business because you're not the only consultant out there. You're not. So that's one thing. If you're out and about and you're in your gym clothes and you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't look Mary Kay-ish, still just approach them, because if you let that opportunity go by, and wear the CC cream. Wear the CC cream and do some blush and mascara or something. Like, yeah. Melissa Center Scrubs, you talk to anybody. It doesn't matter. Overcome your fear. So hopefully I answered that for you. Oh, okay, here's a couple. So say that you're going out and intentionally lead generating. There's a couple. I've gone over this 1,000 times, but I'll just do it really quick. So I love to honor working women, take some wooden roses, and just go around to like local plazas, maybe not chain stores or any sign that says no soliciting, but you can just walk in and say, hi, I'm Hope, and I'm out honoring all the hardworking women today. We're giving away free roses and free facials. What color rose would you like? Great, here, fill this out while I'm looking for your rose. I mean, that's it. That's it. Okay. Oh, have a goal. So if you're intentionally going out to lead generate, like you're getting ready, you're going to go out, have a goal. Like you will not eat dinner until you get 20 leads. Because here's the deal, guys, and I've gone over these numbers. 1 in 5 people will book with you, maybe 1 in 8. So if you get 10 leads in 3 hours, which is, I'm not going to lie, that's not very good. You're going to spend all this, you're going to be frustrated because maybe one of those people will book with you. And then you're like, I just spent 3 hours lead generating and I got 1 booking. Well, you're not working the numbers. Like the numbers are there. Like if you have 50 leads, then you may get like 3 to 5 bookings. Does that make sense? 1 to 5? Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a numbers game. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. And then once you start booking, you're going to get referrals, and doing a mix of these lead generating things will help you. So set a goal. But if you're going out randomly, you can't really set a goal. But maybe make it a goal. Like if going out and getting 50 leads is overwhelming to you, maybe set a goal of, you know, my goal is to get 2 new names and numbers every single day. If you get 2 new names and numbers 7 days in a row, even if you're at church, even if you're out to lunch, ask your waitress. I'm always telling my waitresses, oh my gosh, you've been amazing. I would love to give you a free facial for serving us so well. Most of them say yes. And if they say no, then whatever you ask. So 2 times 7 is 14 leads in 1 week. That's not even counting all the referrals you're getting from your facials. 14 times 4 is what? Let me see here. 14 times 4, 56 leads in a month plus referrals. So there you go. Super simple. Okay, next question. I'm running behind. No, I'm not. I'm doing good. All right, how do I was talking to a consultant about this question too, and the question was, how do I explain, or how do I build my team? And so I was trying to kind of get a little bit clearer answer. And so her thing was, you know, well, when somebody talks to me about Mary Kay and asks me how long I've been in my business, and I say X amount of years, I keep thinking to myself, oh, they're probably thinking, well, why aren't you higher up in the company? And immediately my first thought was, that's a self-sabotaging thought. You have no idea what somebody else is thinking about you. And so you just need to shift your thinking. And so I loved, when we were at the other studio, we had an adoptee named Lynn Dirksen. She's like one of my favorite people in the world. And every time she would go up for recognition, she would say, I've been pampering women for 14 years. She's a red jacket. And I don't think I ever even thought, why is she not a national sales director? Why is she not a sales director? I've never thought that, because everybody gets to work their business differently, and other people don't know how the business works. So why would they think that? You're self-sabotaging yourself, and you're keeping yourself from going out and talking to people, and you're keeping yourself from building your team. It's you. It's not me. It's not anybody else. It's you, which is crazy. So telling yourself, if somebody says, how long have you been in Mary Kay? One of 2 things you can say. I've been building my business for X amount of months, X amount of years. Or I've been pampering women for X amount of months, X amount of years, because you are doing that. You're pampering women when you order products from them, even if they don't sample it, you're pampering them. Ordering product, going to get leads, holding facials every once in a while. You are building a business. You are. And so you have to think to yourself, you have to get rid of those self-sabotaging thoughts. So saying to yourself, well, I really haven't done anything with my business. Well, have you worked it at all? Then you have done something. So it's just a self-sabotaging thought. How do you actually build your team? Seeing the faces. Hold on, that was really loud, sorry. Seeing the faces. Making sure that at every appointment you have at least one person book a share with you. And here's what I feel like is happening. Either you guys are not sharing the opportunity at your facials, or you're not being brave enough to ask people for the share, because we're not having the amount of shares unit-wise that we need to get to where we want to be. And if it keeps going this way, we might not have a unit anymore. And I'm not joking, like I'm serious. So, oh, I'm so sorry, I just hit the table. So if you have not done your pearls of sharing, do that. But don't get your grandma on the phone with me, because like I won't do it. I just will not do it. Message previous people, like reach out. Stop hiding behind your phone and your computer. Like actually get on the phone and call people. Tell them what you're excited about. I'm promoting myself to the top 6% in the company. Would you watch a marketing video and then do a follow-up survey call with me? I just made that up. Follow-up survey call. I just made it up. How exciting. So that's how you build your team. Sharing the opportunity, not keeping it to yourself because you're scared you're going to lose your customer base. Get over it. There's plenty of fish in the sea, okay? Like you're not going to lose your customer base. I've not lost my customer base because I've had customers become team members. I have not lost my customer base because I've signed someone versus selling them $300 worth of product. Never. All right? Hopefully that answered your question. All right, what hostess program do you use? That's a great question. So what I'm using currently, you'll be shocked by this, is the beauty experience packages. But I'll also tell you what I used in the beginning. I'll find it. I'm referencing page, I'm referencing page 15 in the handbook. I do this. I'm doing this beauty experience now. And it's depending on what package they pick. Okay, I'm not gonna go into great detail because this is all training that we've done. But the bronze package, they get no deal. Like, no deal. Silver package, they get $75 worth of products for $35 plus tax, because they have 3 friends there. The gold package, they have 5 people there and they receive $100 worth of product for $35. Platinum, they have 8 friends there. They receive $120 worth of product for $35. Now you may think, oh my God, that's insane. No, because most of the people there are replacing whatever you're losing with the hostess, okay? And they're getting you more people, they're getting you referrals. If I book a platinum package and she's like, yes, I'm gonna have 8 people there, coach them to invite 10 to 15, so 8 will hold. If 5 show up, guess what? She downgrades to the gold package, okay? Yes?
Would you do that same when you did like the online, the live?
Yes, I think you could totally do that. So her question was, could you still do this hostess program if you did like a live party? And I said, yes, you absolutely can. Now, this is what I did in the beginning, and it was something that Crystal did, and I think that she still does up until recently when she started these beauty experiences. And I thought this was great, and it was super simple. So there's actually a hostess program on Mary Kay InTouch, and it's about the party sales. Like they get 10% of the party sales or this percentage of the party sales, depending on how much they sell, based off of how many people that are attending, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's the thing with the hostess credit. You need to be clear about it, because if you like just have 5 girlfriends, 5 of those girlfriends could show up and they could all have a Mary Kay consultant. That's not going to benefit you. So you have to let them know. People with Mary Kay consultants, of course, can come if they're your friends, but they will not count towards your hostess credit. Another one that I used to do is no matter what, no matter how many people came, they got one of 2 options. They could either get $75 worth of product for $35, because that's literally the half of it, or for every guest in attendance, the hostess could get 50% off one individual item. So not a skincare set, but the individual price of the item. So if she had 6 guests in attendance that were 18 and over and did not have a Mary Kay consultant, she got 6 individual products at 50% off, any that she wanted. Okay? Now there's a lot of hostess programs out there. Party with me for $100 or $100 free to party with me, or sorry, the train's going off. So there's several different things. I would highly recommend the beauty experience. Sorry, the train's going. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Bible it. And there, the beauty experience video, like of the facial and everything, was in your voucher for boot camp, and the video is still available. So those are some of my hostess programs that I use. Great question. You also don't even have to use a hostess program. So if you don't want to, like, you could just do like a gift card, like when the hostess gets a gift card or something. Here's a great thing. So because I do the beauty experience, I no longer do gift cards in my goodie bags. She still gets a goodie bag, but no gift card. Okay? Because she's getting the deal. She doesn't get she gets a gift card, but she can't use it until her next purchase. She cannot use it at the facial. All right. All right, here's another great question. Best way to bring up becoming a team member to a current customer. I thought this was great. Let me make sure I'm reading right. Oops. What is the best way to bring up the conversation to a customer about becoming a potential? Okay, so I worded it in my own way. So the way I read that was, the best way to bring up becoming a team member to a customer. So this is a great question. And there's several different things you could say. If you're wanting to promote yourself and you have somebody who has been ordering from you regularly, who absolutely loves the product, pick up the phone and give them a call or send them a text message and say, hey, do you have a quick few minutes to chat? I'd love to chat with you about something exciting I'm doing. Call them, say the same thing if you want, but get them on the phone and just say, hey, Susie, so I know that you absolutely love your Mary Kay products. And I am currently working on promoting myself to whatever position that is, senior consultant, red jacket, DIQ, team leader, car driver. Something in the wrong. That's not good. Maybe it's just the way I'm sitting. I am currently working on earning my first free car with Mary Kay. How would you like to get your products at a 50% discount for life? Tell me more, she'll say. Well, if you sign up as a consultant, you open the door to so many other options for yourself. Not only can you get your personal product to 50%, you can also make 50% on any product you choose to sell to friends and family. You also get the opportunity to make money as you grow your team, blah, blah, blah. You can set up a share call. And so that's how I would initially talk to a customer about it. Or you can say the same thing. I'm currently working to promote myself or to earning my first free car. Since you're one of my best customers, would you be willing to watch a survey video for me? Or not a survey video. Would you be willing to watch a Mary Kay marketing plan and give me your feedback for an eyeshadow or for 50% off their favorite product, charcoal mask, C serum, whatever, because they may not know or remember the benefits. And then when you get on the phone with them, or I get on the phone with them and you say, hey, this is a customer, I'd love for her to be on my team, I would bring that up to them and just say, did you know as a consultant you get 50%, how excited were you when Susie said you'd get that mask at 50% off? Well, did you know as a consultant you also get all of your products, personal use products at 50% off? So that's kind of how I would address that in one of those two ways. So hopefully that was helpful. Number 7. All right. Let me actually, I need to get on Facebook because you guys are commenting. Hope my back's not at all cool. I didn't know this. I think it's the way I'm sitting. Let me just make sure you guys are not messaging me anything. No. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, next question. How would you approach cancellations? When they say maybe another time, how long do you wait before reaching out again? So I believe she is saying, if someone cancels and says maybe another time, how long do you wait before reaching out again? This is a great question. I would not leave the conversation open-ended like that. As in, like, if they say maybe another time and you're like, okay, great. You kind of shut the door there. And so when they say, well, maybe another time, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to hold my facial, maybe another time. The next thing out of my mouth would be, great, when would be a good time for me to follow up with you to reschedule your appointment? If they don't answer, I would say about a week, follow up and say, hey, Susie, not sure if you got my message last week, but I just wanted to see, oh, look, Siri came up. Hi, Susie, not sure if you got my message last week, but just wanted to follow up and see when would be a good time to reschedule your appointment. If they continue to ignore you, you'll get the hint, but until they say stop contacting me, you can continue to follow up because it's good business womanship, okay? If you don't follow up like you say or you think you're bugging them, just go check your email for all the sales that you've been getting from Kohl's and Old Navy and how excited you are for you to be reminded that there's a 50% off sale tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I would definitely not leave it open and make sure you set a follow-up time. If she says to you, I'll just follow up with you, let it go because she probably won't. If she does, then yay, that's exciting. If she doesn't, move on. But I would definitely just say, okay, no worries. Yes, we can absolutely reschedule. When would be a good time for me to follow up with you? If they give you a time, make sure you follow up with them. If they don't respond to you, do the 3 days a week, okay? Or every 3 days or a week, is what I meant to say. Okay, when someone asks for a business card to contact you later instead of filling out a lead card, what is your best response? Okay. So this is if you're out lead generating and you're trying to get their name and number and they're like, oh, just give me your business card. I'll contact you later. Don't take your business card when you're lead generating. I know that sounds really crazy, or take it, don't give it to them and say this. If they're just like, oh, can you give me your business card? I'll contact you later. Just say, you know what? Just give me your name and number real quick and I'll text you my digital business card. I don't have it on me. Digital business cards are like a whole new thing in Mary Kay. I love mine. And so you literally just open the phone up. And if they're resistant, let them go. You don't want to forcefully get their number, but it's just a different approach. There's nothing, they could just be in a hurry and they really want your facial. They really do, but they just don't have time to sit and write on a paper. Just say, oh, what's your number real quick? I'll text you my digital business card and you can contact me. My digital business card, you can actually book an appointment on, which is really cool. So that's what I would do with that one. Let's see. Okay. This is a great question as well. I'm so excited. These questions are really good, you guys. If your facial boxes are in a location where they aren't getting leads after 1 week, how soon do you relocate them? So that's really great. Facial boxes, and I think this is in my video training to some, but facial boxes, they're really just kind of like the luck of the draw. I always say put 15 to 20 out so that you'll get the amount of leads you want. It's highly unlikely that if you put 15 to 20 out, you won't get a good amount of leads. If you just put a few out, like less than 10, you probably won't get that response you're looking for. So here's my thing. I will leave a facial box at a location anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks to just kind of see. It could be a slow week that week. It could just be, I mean, we just came off of Easter, spring break, things like that. So it could be that business is kind of in a lull. So I would give it about a month before I relocate it. That's typically what I do. Is it a bummer to go in and only see 3 leads? Yeah. But if it's only been there a week, you want to kind of give it a little time. Now, after a month, if they're not giving you what you need, just relocate them and just say, thanks so much for letting me have this here. You don't have to make it a big deal, but make sure you have a large amount of boxes out. Also, be aware of like where you're putting them. So if it's in like a bad part of town or like kind of like a shady looking joint, you just go with your gut on that. But it's just going to take some time to kind of lead generate. It usually takes about 2 weeks for you to kind of gauge it. If you want to move them every 2 weeks, you can. I say give it about 3 weeks to a month. If they're producing, 3 months. Leave it there for 3 months. If it's a hair or if it's a hair salon, after about 3 to 6 months, you're going to want to take it out because there's not going to be too many new people coming in. It's going to be like the same people kind of repurposing themselves. They'll have new clients every once in a while, but you typically want to move those. So that's actually all of our questions. So I wanted to go over a couple more things. I loved these questions. I thought they were great. And I thought, oh my gosh, I had these exact same questions as a new consultant. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So there's some things that I want to just give you advice on when it comes to specific subjects. So the basic skills of Mary Kay: getting leads, booking the leads, skincare class, marketing, team building, and your confidence. Those are all areas that you want to constantly be growing in. And how can you get better at those? Like if you have questions, yes, but the way you're going to get better is by practicing. And when you're practicing and working in each one of these areas, you're going to grow in your confidence. How are you going to practice? This. I've gone through this repeatedly, and I'm a director. I'm always trying to perfect my skill. I think Jennifer was the only one that texted me some of these code words. A thing about that. Okay, so it'll say like text director keyword social media to learn how to leverage social media like a pro. Even though there's quotations, there is a part in the beginning on here. It's somewhere in here. Don't use quotations. Like just text me the capitalized word because it automatically sends you the response. And so if you send me a word and it's got like no emojis, like no nothing, I know it's on here. I know it's in here. I know it's in here somewhere. It talks about it. But so make sure if you text me like a keyword, it's just the word, no quotations, no emojis. This it's just like when you go to college and you're learning algebra 2. You know, like you don't just learn it in one swoop. You have to constantly practice different types of problems, different types of mathematical situations to get it right, and you have to study. And so in order to perfect your skills at these specific things, you need to study and you need to repeatedly do them. Practice, repetition, booking. It's all right here. Get on the phone and read. It's not hard. And so it's just your fear. You're getting in the way. And like seriously, it's all right here for you. It's all in here. Not that you know your questions were wrong. I loved them. I thought they were great questions. They were super specific in situations that aren't technically trained on. So they were like, you guys knew how to do this specific thing, but like in this specific scenario. So I loved that they weren't like, how do you book? How do you do? Because you guys should know that. Which you do. And so that made me really excited that these were more like in-depth questions and like situational. So that was very exciting for me. So just keep going through this, doing your 21-day challenge, memorizing things. Take 20 minutes and study. Like if you're on your lunch break at work, like go through your Bible and like practice your booking scripts. Talk to your husband or get on the phone and just be like, hey, I'm going to try and book you for a facial, you know, and it's all there. It's all there. So I hope you guys got a lot of information tonight. I'm so excited. I loved your questions. I thought they were great. And if you need any clarification on anything, don't hesitate. But I always say, go to your In Touch and then your Bible first, because it will be in there as well. Also, this is something I want to say. Do not overwhelm yourself with multiple options. I've seen this time and time again where consultants shut down. You're part of like 10 different Mary Kay Facebook groups. This person's doing this, and this person's doing that, and this person's doing that. And then you're like, well, this person does this and that. Don't come to me and tell me that this person does something, because I know what I'm doing is working for me. Now, if what I'm teaching you is not working for you, you're either not doing it the way I'm telling you, or you're twisting it to make it your own. As in, like, you're not doing it the way I tell you to. Like, wording is one thing, but like, anyways. So don't overwhelm yourself with, well, I talked to this person and they said do this. Your director, AKA me, your mentor, I've been in this business for 3.5 years. So if I tell you a way to do something, it's not because like I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It came from Crystal, and Crystal's amazing. And it came from Rachel and Anna too. But don't overwhelm yourself, because I see it. You're focusing on things like that aren't seeing people. Don't get too lazy and complacent in your internet world to where you don't get out there. Make sure you're doing a good mix of them, but don't overwhelm yourself. And I don't mean like don't create like sales and things like that on your own. What I mean is like approaches to like bookings and lead generating and things like that. When it comes to sales and products and you guys trying new things, I'm all about it. But when it comes to bookings and deal sheets, I have this one way that I'm doing it. You can absolutely branch off and do it, but don't ask me to train you on something that I am not, one, I don't know about, and two, it's not in here, because this is what I'm going with and I'm doing pretty good. So just don't overwhelm yourself. You are your own worst enemy when it comes to like too many options. Give yourself a couple options. Like if you really don't like something, ask yourself, is it just because she's telling me like this is works? Or is it because you really just don't like it, you don't feel connected to it? That's okay. If you don't feel connected to a certain sale or a product or something, choose to fall in love with it, but don't bring to me like 10 other people's ideas. Like I just don't have time for it. I am going with the basics and that helps me. I love that the company's doing these sales on the products because that is fun. But just don't overwhelm yourself. You totally can handle it. You are capable. You are confident. You are capable. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. I hope you have a wonderful next week. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.